Hello? Hello? Can everyone hear me? I think the game may be a bit loud. At least it is for me. I'm wondering if I should turn it down. Hello, I see Teradito says, oh, time for Xenoblade? Yeah, that's right. And, oh, hi, Weberman. I think you're new here. Thank you for joining my stream. How is the volume of the game? Good? Too good or too high, too low? Hi, Ed. Thank you for coming. Hear everything. Game audio is fine, I think. Weberman. Yeah, I'm the guy that wrote that way too long Reddit comment. Oh, that was you. Your name was your username was something else on Reddit, so I didn't recognize you. But oh yes, thank you so much for that. I put your post in like a notepad document so that I could look at it more easily. So hopefully it'll come in handy this run. And I also just saw that my model is kind of like floating and cut off on the screen. So let me just take a quick moment to adjust that. That should be better. Hi Tia. Kara-senpai! You came! Yeah, I never changed my Reddit username. Reddit doesn't let you change your usernames, does it? Volume seems fine. Okay. So we might still be having we might have a lot of new people today. But in the meantime, greetings. I am Tia Faire, idol philosopher and justice incarnate, and welcome one and all to my playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles X. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and start the game. New game. Yes, cutscene. Space, the final frontier. Nintendo. Monolith Soft. Go to developer. Oh, you know this game well, Weberman. What's that? Looks like the first low orbit station. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Whoa, look at that. Nishquick Pops asks, is this your first ever playthrough? No, Nishquick. I said on UMN. I thought I said that this is my second playthrough. It's my second ever playthrough.
2054 AD.
Yes, there it is.
The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed, its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye. The Coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth. Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship, the White Whale. After leaving Earth behind, we spent 2 years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world. But our past caught up with us, literally. The alien blitz was unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived. Our ship took heavy damage. We lost control. With our flight systems down, the White Whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby planet, its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface. Since then, 2 months have passed.
There it was, the opening cutscene. I didn't want to talk over the narration, so I went silent there. So let me read the comments I got in the meantime. Weberman says, Xenoblade X is probably one of my favorite games of all times. Same here, Weberman. I was about to say that. So for those of you who don't know, Xenoblade X originally came out on the Wii U in 2015. I never played that version. I first played the game earlier this year, in March when it came out on the Switch Definitive Edition, and it quickly became one of my favorite games of all times. I would say, as someone who has played every game in the Xenoblade series, I'm like a really big, huge Xenoblade fan. I would say that Xenoblade X is probably my favorite Xenoblade, and yeah. So ever since then, ever since I beat the game in like April or so, I decided, I want to stream this game. I think it would be a really fun game to stream. Let me read more of the comments before they disappear. Oh, no way, I just saw the ping on there. Someone did not read! And now our character sleeps for 2 months safe and sound. Yes, so now it has brought us to the avatar customization screen. So this game has a playable avatar that you can customize. Xenoblade X on Wii U was the only reason my Wii U was still plugged into March this year. That's really sweet. Like, you must be a really big fan then. I'm glad to know that. Spiffing Goose says, the sunsetting of the Wii U's online was so sad. April 8th is forever seared into my mind. But I never owned a Wii U, so I'm afraid I can't relate directly, but I can empathize. So let me go ahead and start creating my avatar, while I hopefully also explain sort of what this playthrough is about. Because when I decided to do a playthrough of this game, I actually, my idea was not just to do a regular playthrough. I wanted to do one with a theme to make it more exciting, since it was my second playthrough and all. And I want to get rid of the scar as well. Is everything else? Yeah, everything else here looks good. So my idea was for a playthrough was called. Is this the color? Oh no, I should change both of them at the same time. I got confused there. 90 Days to Lifehold, where I basically tried to clear the game in, I think this is the right color, in 90 in-game days or under. Which style of eye did I pick on my first playthrough? I feel like it was this one. The reason for that is, why 90 days? You will see in due time. I don't think I necessarily have to explain right now. Should I change the other color too? Or... maybe I'll try this. I can't remember exactly how I had it in my old file. I'll just change the lip color to this. I'm not sure I really want lipstick. Face paint, nothing. Good. Okay. Voice! With some comments. Weberman. I am actually one of the few people who didn't like X Definitive Edition as much as the original. It's a great game, but it lost some of the charm of the OG. Menus are more sterile. Still a great game. That's interesting. I've never played the original, so I can't really compare directly. But I've heard that like they kind of like nerfed some of the mechanics, yes, and which, you know, which resulted in some positive and some negatives. We'll see some of those and go into that more later, I think. Spiffing Goose says, although larger font size is better, I wanted the field skills and it feels so off without them. We're supposed to keep some containers and stuff in mind for later. Yeah, I see what you mean, but it's also like more convenient this way, so they traded some depth for sort of like accessibility. The font being bigger is nice. The fact they made it all the generic Nintendo font was a bit sad. Overdrive no longer having the fake segment number still hurts me. Yeah, I've heard that the font in this game used to be really small, so I personally, I'm not sure that I can complain. Ari says, hello Tia, hello all. I've never played / seen any of this game, but I heard it's awesome. Sadly, I'm PC only, so it's harder for me to get / play it. Oh, in that case, Ari, I hope you'll consider enjoying my playthrough. You get to watch my, if you can't, you know, play the game for yourself, then maybe you can watch my playthrough instead, because I think that would be really fun. Spiffing Goose says, the old Overdrive look with the segmented bar is still my Overdrive. The number is cool, but the style is where it's at. I don't actually know what you guys are talking about. Maybe I'll look this up later, what the old Overdrive used to look like. A lot of menus in the original were diegetic, pretending to be actually in-universe things. The map especially. Oh, that's neat. I feel like I'm gonna have to look this up later. Zero. Hi, Zero! Welcome to my special playthrough of Xenoblade X, 90 Days to Lifehold, where I try to beat the game in 90 days or under. 90 in-game days. I'm happy they fixed the Switch 2 issues in the last system update, voice desync. Alright. Anyway, I'm going to pick for my main character's voice, the classic voice by Karna Reeves, which is also the voice of Fiora in Xenoblade 1, one of my favorite Xenoblade characters. And I think, is that everything? I think we're looking pretty good. What do you guys think of my avatar? I'm trying to make her look like me, basically. I think I did a pretty good job, especially the bangs. I also think this hairstyle looks kind of like Fiora from Xenoblade 1, or maybe kind of like a female Dunban. Maybe like yeah. I feel like it looks enough like me, just with like shorter hair. Because I know you can't see from this angle, but my VTuber actually has very long hair, like butt-length hair. They better fix the pop-in for Switch 2. The online login screen is arguably the biggest downgrade. I like it. Maybe use Mithra hair. Mithra? No, the Mithra. The Mithra hairstyle isn't available with this face. The uni one is, but I feel like the problem with the Mithra hairstyle is that it's so glamorous. It's kind of immersion breaking, because like I don't think like a real. See, I don't think like it's hard to believe that a soldier would realistically have hair like Mithra. Like for her, it's okay because she's a blade. She's not really like entirely human, right? But I don't know. Thanks for the suggestion. Mithra is actually my favorite Xenoblade character, but I don't necessarily want to copy her, so I think I'm going to stick with this. So, finish. Begin the game with this avatar. Yes. I find it funny that Xeno 1 has the least references to the Xenogears and Xenosaga influences, but they absolutely have an Ellie and sort of... I've never played Xenogears and Xenosaga. I've only played all the Xenoblade games, so I'm afraid I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, I've heard that Xenoblade 1 tried to be a fresh start for the Xeno franchise as a whole. Zero says no. What are you What are you saying that about? I already forgot. The chat is moving fast. Feel free to remind me and provide context. I mean, Xenoblade 1 was not meant to be Xenoblade game. It was renamed pretty late in development. Oh, I see. Zero says you can't choose Mythra's hair for that face. Are you a Mythra fan? Zero, do you know something about Xenoblade, or are you just saying that to sort of express sympathy? I would like to know. The original name for Xeno 1 was Morimoto, the beginning of the world. I feel like Xenoblade Chronicles has a better ring to it than Morimoto, the beginning of the world. Alright. Ikimasu. I've seen just one playthrough of Xenoblade 2, I think. Oh, I see. Whose playthrough was it? I wonder. Login ID, Elma. Password encrypted. Individual recognition, as I say, what's it called? MIM stasis unit, operating system, initializing.
Attention, external access confirmed. Disengaging stasis in 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fun fact, the original listing for Morimoto Beginning of the World is still up on Amazon as of a few months ago.
Releasing hatch.
Huh.
Please stand clear.
For those who haven't seen the original,
Hey there.
oops, I'll continue that later.
Looks like you're all in one piece.
Oh no, I'm
Careful.
tired. I'm tired in real life too.
Nice and slow,
I feel
okay?
that.
Your senses will need time to reactivate.
I'm so groggy looking.
Your pod is the only one around that landed intact. Good thing I found you. My name's Elma.
Elma, my
You wanna
queen.
tell me yours? You don't even remember your own name? It must be the stasis
Typical
hangover.
protagonist woes.
That's not
Amnesia.
good. Just try and focus, all right?
Name entry. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna name myself Tia. Yeah. No! And then yes. Okay,
Good, there we go. What else you remember? It'll come. In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can. How are your limbs? Can you move?
show your body is working fine or shake your head. I am going to nod. I'm fine, Elma. You don't have to worry about
While
me.
you shake the stasis out of your system. One step at a time, all right? First things first. You'll be needing
Jay
a
says,
weapon.
"Oh, welcome to my stream, Jay." Iwata suggested that
There you
Takahashi name it
All
Xenoblade
right, let's get going.
as a tribute/reference to his previous works. Oh, Iwata was such a kind man. It's really sweet. And that Xenoblade was meant to be its own series as well, but due to name recognition was renamed Xenoblade. Huh. Just woke up feeling a bit dizzy. Can't remember what I had for lunch. May slay God later. In this game, I don't know if it's slaying God so much as slaying extraterrestrial fascists? That's how I want to say it. Anyway, they're fascists in this game, and they're aliens. Wait, that might be as well. I don't think that's that much of a spoiler. The game takes place in outer space. It's like it's not like it's surprising that there's aliens. But anyway, so the prologue. Xeno 1 doing its Gnostic thing by emanating two mainline games off of itself. Don't mind the name of Xeno. Alright. Fashy aliens! Yes, Zero! We may slay the corporeal avatar of a god. That's... I feel like that might be kind of a spoiler for Chapter 13. Which I will play eventually on stream. But let's not get too much far into that right now. That's aliens, oh my god. That's close enough. Yeah. Elma's advice, if you're ever stumped about where to go next, be sure to check any nearby places marked with an exclamation mark. Right, so objective markers. Doing so should reveal the way forward, though an occasional excursion off the beaten path never hurts. You know what they say about all work and no play after all. Well, Elma, unfortunately, this is a pseudo speedrun, so I'm not sure we'll always have time to go off the beaten path, but I will nevertheless consider your advice. Okay, so L stick is a move, press in L stick is a sprint, toggle sprint, Starfall Basin. Okay, R, and then, so we jump, and then just the camera. Alright, we got it. I was playing out the whole ganglion beta stuff. Yeah, but like the full context for that is not given until chapter 13. Which I personally liked, by the way. I enjoyed chapter 13.
Most of the White Whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky few. Right. You don't even remember the White Whale, do you? You know, the L002? The ship we escaped Earth on? You remember Earth, right? Planet Earth.
I don't even remember Earth. That's so tragic.
Rather, it used to be anyway. Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between two alien forces. And destroyed. Ring any bells? Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like to forget. I know. It's been following me for a while now. I didn't want to alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves. You up to the task?
I barely remember my own name, but I remember how to fight. That seems somehow very like Justice incarnate. Target and draw. Initiate combat by targeting an enemy, then drawing your weapon. Now, what do you say we give it a whirl? I'll be here to back you up, so feel free to experiment. Okay, sounds good, Elma. Okay, this is just classic Xenoblade stuff. Arts or special abilities or weapons to be access to. Alright, alright, alright. Let me pull down. Okay.
Let's get on with it.
Engaging! Lay down some fire for me!
Look at this sitting duck. Assault hammer! Slice!
I've delved too far into Gnosticism. Well, I'm really only familiar with the basics of Gnosticism, if even that. Elma's great track record of remembering the player has amnesia. I'm not sure what you're alluding to right now, Leon. We are from America, after all. Alright, so that wasn't too hard.
You're not half bad.
Oh, thanks, Alma. That means a lot coming
There's
from
plenty
you.
of work back in the city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know.
Show interest in finding work. No, work sounds good. I would like to be gainfully employed.
Then you're interested. In that case, I might have just the job for you. But anyway, we can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
So for those of you who have never seen this game before, I'm interested in what you thought of the premise of the game, and this according to the opening cutscene and what you've seen so far, like the story, especially Kara Senpai, if you're still in chat and just quiet. If not, that's fine. There is a difference between heuristics and recollection in the conscious. Your trained and natural instincts will still remain. That's true. It's convenient. It's certainly convenient for survival situations such as these. Alright, soul voice prompts are instructions, suggestions, or requests that your party members call out in the heat of battle. Successfully responding to them triggers various useful boons. When annihilation of the soul voice prompt or general prompt will match the prompt will be highlighted. Start this highlight, you will succeed in the prompt. You and the prompts is sure regain some HP and receive a beneficial effect, and your affinity with the ally will improve. So basically, this game does not have a dedicated healing class, and the soul voice mechanic is one of the main ways that you heal during battle. And actually, on that note, okay, I can already bring up the menu, even if though it didn't teach me to. So, I think Purdy, I swear. Okay, so for those of you who said you would help you would help me with this part. So earlier I was requesting some help with the soul voices. I've heard some slightly conflicting information on what soul voices to use, because you can customize the soul voices, and there are apparently some that are optimal for speedruns, but only for the player character. So Weberman says, not gonna lie, I am remembering the old Nintendo YouTube survival guide videos for the Wii U version, and one of them, the map one, they straight up said, if you don't understand this, just stay on Earth. That's kind of harsh. Alright. So I was told that for these that I should prioritize green and purple ones whenever possible. So let me just take a minute to do that. Just bear with me. I know this is a bit boring. I'll blast them to bits. Buff me up. With their head off. Buff arts to leave a bypass debuff resistance. I like this one. They are. Just cooldown. Okay, these ones are all green. Not sure if I should do A or B. Either arts, you can't change companion soul voices. Yeah, the menu just told me that. I'll stick to soul heals for now. It's really bad healing. Oh god, you need an aura. I'll keep that one. These ones, how do these ones work again? I forgot. Finishing blow to reduce. Soul heals, yeah. Higher ground. Random, not really useful tip, the real time and day and night cycle doesn't start till you have the cliff cutscene, so you could technically grind some levels in the area before that. I knew that actually. I was not actually planning to start the day counter until after I entered NLA. Level 99 at the first reactor. I actually... let me finish this first and then I'll do something in OBS. popular. Okay. That saved, right? Yeah, it looks like it did. Should we? I'm not sure if arts are worth changing right now. But I was told that at this stage I should play as Elma because she has more arts. The 4 at the bottom can be completely customized, and you can also change the trigger condition. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I can't figure out how to do so right now. Wait, oh no, that's the wrong menu. Soul voices. You know what? Oh, right. I'm on Elma now, so you know what? It's okay. I can figure that out later. For now, yeah, Elma. Collecting treasure. My first treasure. Okay. I was going to... Oh, I remember. I wanted to set up a day counter in OBS. I forgot to do so before the stream, so I don't like that noise. I'm gonna... Did you hear that? I don't... Should I... okay, maybe I'll just put this in the top right so it doesn't, or top left, so it doesn't really block the game itself. But there we go. It's a little bit hard to read. Maybe I'll make it better later. Sorry, I forgot to set that up before the stream. But it's time to actually play. So I wanna go up there. Yeah, so the day-night cycle doesn't actually begin until just in a minute. So if I really wanted for now, I could just grind some levels and give myself a leg up that way. Ah, there it is. Treasure! Ooh, we leveled up. Or I did, at least. And then into the water we go. Dawn of the first day, 90 days remain. It's more generous than Majora's Mask, I'll have to say. Shadow Rise.
It didn't have to be like this. Engaging. Lay out some fire for me.
Duck.
Shadow strike. Upper hand.
Let's make this weakling even weaker.
So, for anyone who is unfamiliar with the Xenoblade games, you just auto-attack automatically in this game, so if you're just waiting for your arts to recharge, you could kind of just... This guy doesn't want to attack me, I thought he would. Okay, bye-bye. I'm still getting tripped by them changing treasure from mashing to holding. Every time I open a treasure, I mash at it first before realizing, oh right, it's hold. Yeah, that can get ya. Dang muscle memory. Okay. Watch this.
The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this.
A Milosaur! So pretty.
Pretty wild, huh? They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together.
Zero says, "Whoa, I know, right? I was
We
curious."
call this planet Mira.
Yes, Mira.
You won't find it on any star chart. But it's our new home. Recognize the habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy. We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall. But the indigents down there are another story. Some big, some mean, all nasty. Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking. That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You decide.
All right. So in this game, not all enemies will attack you on sight. Some are neutral or like what's the passive? Yeah, like in Minecraft, passive mobs, and then others are hostile and can recognize you either on sight or by sound. Sprinting. Okay, I already know how to sprint, Elma. That I remember. I'm gonna pause just so I can talk. So for those of you who are new to the game, I was curious as to what you think of like the graphics and the style as well, in addition to the story and the premise. This cutscene was already breathtaking on the Wii U. Yeah, honestly, it gives me sort of a similar feel as that one cutscene from Breath of the Wild. You know the one I'm talking about, when Link emerges onto the Great Plateau, which I personally don't think is a coincidence, considering they were both developed by Monolith Soft. United States mention? Yep. Hey, we remember some stuff by now, like how to fire a gun. And also how to fire a gun. Yeah, that's right. We woke up today and decided to throw hands. Can still remember how to fire a gun. A sure sign. The protagonist is American. That's a really good point. I didn't think of that. Just ignore the British accent. Xeno X doesn't have a British accent to its characters. Oh, a few do. Like Celica and Neilnail, whom we have not met yet. They do if you choose it for the main character. Yeah, which I did, although we haven't heard much of it yet. Wait, we're on Elma right now, so but if we switch back to the MC and then looked at soul voices, we could play some of those voices. So I saw that a potential speedrun strat at this point is to purposely jump down and salvage some of the treasure points that are sort of on the lower elevation here, but I'm not sure if I can actually be bothered to do that. I'm sure if you know what you're doing, it can save time, but I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards just booking it to NLA because I'm excited to get there. Neil Nail, a character we waited 10 years only for it to just kind of exist. Yeah, well, I appreciated her for what she is, for what she was. I mean, sure, she could have had a larger presence, but I still
have to be
no.
like this.
Pig. Pig, you want some?
Shadow strike. Upper hand.
Let's make this weakling even older. Kill me! We can't afford to be sloppy!
Hostile neutralized. Switch to close-range combat.
Chrome armor.
I owe you one. This force, they're tough. Catch me up. Shadow strike.
I'll smack her. You got the eye.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
So when we attacked the little pig, it angered the mama pig, so we were in a slightly rough spot there, but now we're fine. I am still sad that the division choice means nothing. It wasn't world-changing in the original, but it was a nice flavor. Yeah, I'm a little bit sad about that too. That's one change I heard about that seems a little sad. Xenoblade X's grinding grinds me more than Daemon X Machinas. I haven't played Daemon X Machinas. I see Territorial Rothbard, or whatever he's called in this game. Is that him, or is it just no? It's not. Oh, it's just a big monkey. It's not the big monkey. It's just a big monkey. Westgate Plain, here we are. Oh, ran right into him. That's okay, we can take him. Want a mess?
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
The big monkey. You've never played a Xenoblade game. Karis? There's okay, I'm just gonna explain. So the sort of like running gag for the Xenoblade series is that in every game there's always like a level 80 giant monkey in every starting area. It's just like if you accidentally run into it when you just started the game, like your death is sealed. That's like the joke. We won. Oh, this one never bothered us. It's just standing around. Okay, well, I'm not complaining. Kara says, ah, yes, now you understand. That's the funniest noob trap I've seen in a while. It really is funny. It's hilarious. The fan base, like, really, it was like really well received in Xenoblade 1, so they just kept doing it every single game.
And this was just the habitat unit. The white whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least. That's the West Gate. It's closed off now for security reasons. But we've repurposed a freight elevator that will get us inside. Grexes. And they're riled.
Uh-oh. Can we take him? Can we take him, disciples? What do you think?
Can't leave them roaming here. Not this close to the gate. We're gonna have to take them down. You ready?
Hayridden, the territorial Eastgate Plain. Ah, yes. So that was really just a big monkey, not the big monkey. They're so real for that. I agree. Ironically, a very good tyrant to farm gear on in late game. Good to know. That could be handy later. You can do it. Run away. Take them. I don't think it's giving me the option to run. I think I gotta take them down, like Ari says. The weapons you use on foot are split between melee and range. You can switch between them with X. So yes, we're always carrying 2 weapons at any given time. Each come with different arts, ranged and melee. Yep. All right. No, that's nothing important. Just about cooldown. One thing I forgot in this game is how to like get your allies to target like the same enemy as you. I am dying. What the? No. This is it's not going well. My class rank went up despite my being dead. Can you guys, do you guys think Elma can do this on her own? I've kind of, it's been 7 months, so I've kind of forgot sort of the finer points of the combat in this game. Okay.
Early bird.
Yeah, Elva easily solos this fight. Oh, I missed that because I was reading.
Catch me up.
Press plus to open battle commands. Okay, that's good to know. Well, it's a little late now, but I'll remember for next time. It's a level 81 in this game, but yeah, for your playthrough, it's not going to be worth it. I see. You don't have access to the finer points yet. Well, I mean just stuff like which arts are best to use in which order. Commanding the corpse.
Luckily, some
that sounds
species
very
aren't so
creepy.
hostile, but they aren't necessarily friendly either. I've come to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight.
Wise words, Alma.
We need to walk that line. All right, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
So we finally made it to NLA. New Los Angeles. Worn survival pants. My first gold drop. Oh, was this a guaranteed drop or did I just get a little lucky? So I remember that on my first playthrough, it took me a while to find the elevator here, which was a little embarrassing. So now I see that it's right here. This looks like Monster Hunter, except you shoot down the dinos and there's some sort of mobile game you want in the middle of the screen. Yeah, that sounds pretty fair. Okay, let's work the terminal here. Doo-doo. This way. I love this song. %. I wonder what that could mean on that tower over there.
Well, here we are. Not too shabby, huh? For a giant beached spaceship, anyway. But, like it or not, this place is our home now. We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth. We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees. Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira, canonically. New LA
Kitty
is a
cat!
beautiful lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown. Our native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate had in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
What do you guys think? Cool, huh? What the giant, like, the top part of the comments is cut off right now, but what the giant countdown number means, like, maybe we all have the stupid. Yeah, that's a little hard to believe, isn't it? Yeah, this song is Theme X. Yeah, it is. I'm familiar with the soundtrack. Yeah, it really is a phenomenal, sort of main theme. Save your progress. Yes, please. These comments, man. New Paris is out there somewhere, though. We know that one survived. I think the concept art or the art book shows that there was originally I think a new Tokyo plan that was supposed to be part of the game, but they kind of cut that out or changed the story midway through. I'm not really too familiar with. I'm not completely familiar with the development of X. So maybe someone else could confirm. It's so cool. Oh yeah, I'm glad to hear. Game saved. Okay. So the first midnight after this, our day counter will go up by
How
one.
about a quick tour of the facilities to refresh your memory? Let's start with your living quarters. Follow me.
I set my avatar to just exactly average height, by the way, because, I mean, I'm pretty much average height in real life, so I figured that would work best. I didn't want to make her too short or too tall. They look a bit weird. By the way, I don't...
Citizens of New Los Angeles, good day.
Who's on the PA?
This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share. Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General? Since when?
For the rescue and recovery of
2 days
all
ago,
our
ma'am.
brothers and sisters. I stand here
Arena and
truly
Quinn.
From political aide to director general in just a few weeks. At this rate, he'll be emperor by next month.
NLA, a better tomorrow.
Irina? Gwyn?
Nice work out there, ma'am.
Ask who these two people are. Show interest or hustle. Yeah, I'm an extrovert. I like meeting people, so let's show some interest.
Right. Introductions. Irina Akulov, Gwyn Evans.
This one of the survivors, Colonel?
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Wait, what? What happened to 10 more crew members?
Come on,
Yeah, what
seriously?
happened?
Shosan was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech.
Ooh, he's a liar.
Still, every last survivor counts.
Thank you,
You
Irina.
can call
I
me
appreciate
Irina.
that.
I'm with the Interceptors.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans.
Yeah, I think I'll
Or
stick
just
with Gwyn.
The three of us were in the Coalition forces together. Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, aka the Skeleton Crew. I was a colonel and Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit.
He was a
Of course,
noob.
I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore.
That explains why they call
You're still Colonel to me, ma'am.
yeah,
No
her
reorg
ma'am.
will ever
So
change
so
that.
reverent with
And
such
that's not about
reverence.
chain of command either. It's about respect. You've earned it.
And the award for best ass kiss goes to...
Well, I'd remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work. Until next time, Colonel.
There you have it, Irina and Gwyn.
Right. We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far. That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
Chapter 1, New Los Angeles. Okay, I'm gonna pause whenever I want to talk because I don't want the in-game clock to elapse now because that actually matters now. I have to ask this. Did you ever? I didn't read it in time. It actually explains a lot of neat things. How Blade was formed. Why Mira is called Mira. I don't think I have. I may have heard bits and pieces from it from other fans, but I don't believe I'm familiar with the source material. So that seems like another thing that I should look into later on. Why the Director General is the political leader. Kai says, to be fair, Elma just radiates ma'am energy. She truly does. Like, I don't think the game ever mentions that Chausson was a former Minister of Defense and an aide for the US President. That's why he was on board. The President didn't make it, though. Is it? I kind of want to say, like, maybe that's for the best. Is that wrong, that the President, like, didn't make it? Maybe that's for the best. Forging Blade is the name of the short story. Ah, thank you for that. Okay, so... I wanna make it through here fast, but then again there are also a lot of fast travel points throughout NLA that will give us EXP and make things more convenient later. Which president though? I don't know, just in general. We don't know which one it is. The US president, we never got a name for him. Yeah, because he died. Oh no! I love my avatar's face of surprise upon seeing a 13-year-old in like a race car. It's so good.
Damn it!
Is that kid driving? Yes, she is. She is. Some more people. I wonder who they are.
Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would ya?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt... Hey, look at that! The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly!
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-who's? Cool. I'm Lynn Lee Koo, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade.
Oh, nice to meet you, Lynn. Find out how old Lynn is. Look skeptical, look worried. Find out. I don't want to make her feel bad by questioning her age. I don't think it's nice to underestimate people, so I'm gonna focus on the exhaust.
Yeah, well that, doesn't usually happen.
We know it doesn't, Lynn. Look, I know what you're thinking. But believe me, young as she may look, and yes, she is young, she's actually one of our top talents.
Hey, I
Most of
wasn't
the time,
saying
that is.
anything. I
Most
didn't
of the
doubt
time.
anybody.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
Alright, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
Doug gets cleanup
Don't mind the
duty.
exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it. Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the
Poor
first
Doug.
place? Lynn! Lynn!
But yeah, there are two short stories for the OG release, Forging Blade and 24-Hour Happy People. This follows Lynn while the white whale was in space being caught up in an underground Skell fight ring. That sounds really intense and out of left field. That kid has made herself the carbs driver! I understood that reference. I tried to say that in Mallows' voice, but I unfortunately I don't really sound anything like Mallows. I think they actually do give some of Chausson's backstory in the new Mirren archives they added in Definitive Edition. Some cool little details there. Oh, okay. She is 13. There is no underestimating. There is questioning the child labor and safety laws of NLA. I mean, it's a survival. It's a desperate survival situation, right? It's not a normal situation. It's like kind of like how back in the medieval times, like child labor was like more common, and it kind of had to be because like life back then was harsher. So maybe without that, civilization would not have survived. But I'm gonna stop talking now before it sounds like I'm defending child labor. So changing party members. Okay, I already did this game. So I'm going to put Lynn into the party because we just got her. And yep. And then that we still have to hurry. It's 3 o'clock in the game right now. And it's 2 o'clock in real life, so I've been streaming for an hour. Honestly, I expected to get further than this after an hour. It's because there have been so many comments, which is like a good thing. I'm glad you guys are talking to me. It's fun to read your thoughts. But also I've been doing like some talking of my own. So we're yeah, I don't know. We're taking our sweet time so far. I'm gonna see if I can pick up the pace a little bit. Underground skill fighting. Why has no one told me this before? I need to find the story. Yeah, I know, right? She is 13 and active combatant. Yeah, she has a minigun. Someone gave her a minigun.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
If she's 13, that's
NLA.
I don't know.
I never
All the more reason she needs to defend
It's like a
herself.
different
Maybe.
city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last
Jay
few
says,
weeks.
I think there are summaries of both
Still
short
so
stories
much
on
to
this
be
Xeno
done.
wiki. Alright,
One day
that
at a
could be useful. I'll try checking that out later. Can't be against child
which, we
labor
don't
when you
really
are going
have
to
time
run
for a full pleasure
Lynn
cruise
so
here.
much in the party.
Why don't you give us the
That's
express
a good
ticket?
point.
Just
Can't
the
really...
highlights.
Yeah, we can't really be picky in this
Okay, you
situation.
New LA. is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing.
Ooh, I like
groceries,
commercial
you name
district.
it. It's
Shopping.
a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet. To your right, the residential district. Housing, housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the administrative district, the nerve center at the heart of NLA. Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower.
Once again, 60%. What do you guys think that means?
Not to mention Armory Alley as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs. And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Kai says, all this age talk has me thinking. They spent 5 years in space. Is Lynn
We'll save
13
the
because
rest
that's
of
the
orientation
age
for once we're
that
back
she
at the
was
barracks.
when she left Earth? Meaning she's actually closer to 19, or was she actually like 8? I think they were frozen in age the whole time they were in space. So she was 13 when she left Earth, and she's still 13 now. 2 years, sorry, same question though. Yeah, I think they just did not age. That's how they're going about it. Okay, so we've arrived where we're supposed to be. The administrative district. Right, it makes sense
Enjoy your
because
stay in the administrative district.
well, I can't
and thank you for flying Lily
I can't
Air.
explain why it makes sense without spoilers. Chapter
Right.
5 spoilers.
Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
Alright, so sprint. So we're gonna pass through Armory Alley, which is where we, can I want treasure. I want treasure. Sometimes I forget how to jump. Does that ever happen to you guys? Do you just forget how to jump? Got it. So this is where we buy weapons and armor and other stuff later. It's not really relevant right now, but we'll be passing through here a lot
Am I right?
throughout the game.
And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
Ask about registration. Yeah, what is registration? Am I like an illegal resident right here now? So that would be bad. I think I'd rather be registered.
I think I can answer that one.
Who dat? Nagi!
So, you must be the latest resident.
Nagi's cool.
Secretary Nagi!
Miss Ku. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
She got caught.
No, nothing to worry about.
I'm not so sure about that, Lynn.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Hashtag
Now,
that's my
as for
secretary.
officially registering our new citizen here.
Why don't we talk inside?
Nagi the
There's a
goat.
lot of
Yes!
ground to
You
cover.
guys know
It could
exactly
take
how
some
I feel.
time.
Ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Some nice tea after a long day running outside. Blade Barracks. I like it in here. Isn't it nice? It looks so kind of like clean, but also cozy at the same time.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? She seems capable.
Yeah, Elma, what about a job with
Let's
Blade?
give it a little more time. At least until she knows enough to be able
Oh,
to make
come
an
on.
informed decision. She seems to be suffering from some form of
I want a
memory
job.
loss.
Memory loss. From the stasis?
Does amnesia disqualify you from getting a
She could
job?
barely
I
remember
don't
her
think you
name.
guys are. I mean, beggars
Nothing
can't
at
be
all about
choosers,
what
right?
happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
Ask how we ended up on Mirror. Okay, before this, I'm gonna just respond to chat. Elma, tell him she has amnesia. No, that's not relevant. I just want a job. Don't, he doesn't need to know that. Kai says, yeah, I love the vibe of the barracks. Back when we could send messages on the Wii U, I'd hang out and RP with friends. Oh, that's really sweet. I didn't know you could do that. It sounds like I might have missed out on an experience. Weberman says, personally, I love the fact that the barracks make absolutely no logistical sense. Scale-wise, it's way too small to house more than like 4 squads with scales. Are we seeing even all of the barracks? Do we know exactly how big the barracks are? Because I always thought it's implied that what we're seeing right now is just our floor. Like this is Elma's floor, and all the other squads live on different floors. So it's actually much bigger than this. But correct me if I'm wrong. I think the implication is that there are multiple floors and this is just one. Yeah, I thought, yeah, that's what I thought too. Like this is Elma's floor and Elma's special, so she gets a particularly like big swanky floor, and the other squads have to make do with their presumably less special floors. Still kind of wild that Team Elma only has 3 members and get a whole floor to themselves. We deserve it, man. I'm not complaining. Even with that implication, the building it's housed in isn't big enough for many. Well, I mean, it's just like hardware restrictions, right? You know, I'm personally, I'm not sure that I would recognize the outside of the building if you pointed it out to me. Like I've personally have never made the connection. Okay, so all right. So our options are: ask how we ended up in Mira, ask for more information about Blade, ask about registration. I mean, didn't Elma tell me how we ended up on Mirror? We'll probably have to go through all of these options anyway, one by one. But I want to know what Blade is, because I want a job.
Blade is an acronym, Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of
The Lifehold, like in the title of my playthrough, 90 Days to Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
Ask how we ended up on Mira. I knew it, that we'd have to click on all of them anyway, but I'm gonna try to read comments. I don't think Lynn even is officially part of Team Elma. She just hangs around. Technically, she is R&D. Yeah, you might be right about that, but I feel like by default she is part of Team Elma anyway, because just of how much she hangs around with us. So, it's kind of splitting hairs. Called Blade wants to be a builder. I'm glad they changed the acronym. The original in Japanese was Beyond the Logos Artificial Destiny Emancipator, and that's word salad. Kind of is. It's very chuny, I have to say. Very chuny BO. But yeah, just from a space perspective, there is no way there's more than a single Skell garage in that building. The door for the Skells is in our barracks. Maybe most of the Skells go in the hangar? I don't know. Yeah. I won't try to explain or rationalize that one. Elma do be like, I don't want special treatment. Also, Elma, I take the only barracks with indoor Skell garage. Once again, I'm not complaining. Ask me how I want to ask about... Should I? Maybe I'll ask this right now and get it over with.
It started at the end, 2 years ago.
Haven't we heard like 2 people explain this already?
The casualty of a battle between 2 hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
Don't blame yourself,
No one
Elma.
can know that, Elma.
It's not your
What
fault.
we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived.
Well said, Nagi. Kai says, I got work to do, so probably
yes,
gonna have to dip for
Project
now,
Exodus.
but hope to catch the rest of the journey.
Once we
Alright.
learned the Earth might be threatened,
Good luck with work.
we needed a plan to
Feel free to
preserve
catch
all
the
her
VOD
various
later.
life forms.
Thanks for coming and watching.
That plan was the Earth-Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet, and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
Okay, I have to say something. Do you so whenever they're talking about something sad in a cutscene, I started to actively try to make a sad face with my model because I've realized that my model is kind of smiley, and that's partly because of the way that it's rigged. I think like it's hard for me to make a sad face. It's easier for me to smile, and also partly because I enjoy streaming and I'm just so happy to be with chat. I'm so excited that it's kind of hard to stop smiling at times. But then I thought like, wait, if they're talking about like death and destruction and I'm just like grinning like an idiot, like it's gonna look like I'm just like sadistically enjoying the suffering of others. I don't want that, so I started to try to make like a grim face when something sad is happening, but it's kind of hard. All right, so the last option is ask about registration. Happy to learn about registration. No, I'm not. I swear I'm not.
Required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand.
Ah, yes,
as
bureaucracy.
As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Ku, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
Alright, story mission. I'll read that in a sec. Actually, small fun fact, the German sodas do not differentiate between those soda is here. Are you German, Weberman? That's an interesting trivia. Kara says death and destruction? No, don't. I'm trying not to smile when there's death and destruction. Because it's sad. Zero says LOL. Yeah, I thought you guys would find that funny. We're both his Earth species pan-emigration plan. Huh, interesting. Alright, story mission, chapter 1. Take a guided tour of the Blade Administrative District with Nil and Elma and learn more about life as a member of Blade. So I'm pretty sure that chapter 1 is... Okay, you might have seen in the description, there are 12 chapters to this game in the main story. And I'm trying to clear them all in 90 in-game days, and I'm pretty sure chapter 1 is literally we do nothing. We just walk around and take a tour in the city in like in the safety of the city. Like we don't fight or anything. I'm pretty sure. So this should be a walk in the park, maybe literally. So the first objective is just leave the Blade Barracks, and yeah, so we can do this easy peasy. Hi, I'm about an hour and a half late and I'm totally lost. I'll try to catch up through context and watching the VOD later. Oh no, Berserker. I understand the feeling of being late to a stream and being distraught, but yes, you can catch up with the VOD later. I really appreciate your coming. So basically, I'll see how much I can recap and chat if you want to help. You're welcome to. So basically, I'm playing Xenoblade X. This is my second playthrough of Xenoblade X, my favorite Xenoblade game, and one of my favorite games of all time. And I'm doing a special run called 90 Days to Lifehold, where I try to clear the game in fewer than 90 in-game days. And the reason for that is something we'll find out more about later. I mean, the reason for why specifically 90 days, that is, but yeah, I don't know if you've missed out on that much. So, if you're, are you familiar with Xenoblade X? Because if you're totally new to this game, I can see how you might be feeling lost, but maybe the rest of chat can catch you up. On one hand, Earth got destroyed. On the other hand, if Earth wasn't destroyed, we would not have Xenoblade X. Tough choice. Yeah, I see what you mean. TLDR, Earth went boom. Now we now not on Earth. That's a pretty fair way of summarizing it. Jay asks, will you play Chapter 13 in this playthrough too? Yes, I will. It just won't be under a time limit. So the time limit only applies to Chapter 12, and then after that, I can continue streaming the game and take my time. That's my plan for this playthrough. But yes, I did enjoy Chapter 13 overall when I enjoyed it, so I think I will want to show it off. For those who aren't familiar with what I'm talking about, Chapter 13 is basically an epilogue to the main story that was added in Definitive Edition, and it's a little bit polarizing among the fan base. Some people didn't like it for just various odd reasons. I personally thought it was a really much needed addition, so I will be streaming it once the main game is over, and I hope you guys will stick around for that too, because I found it really interesting. Berserker says, not at all. I don't think I've seen a single minute of this game. Well, I'm gonna hazard a guess that you haven't seen a single minute maybe of any Xenoblade game. In which case, I can very much sympathize with the feeling of being lost. We are on an alien planet and now we're going to become alien colonists. That's a pretty harsh and a cynical way of putting it, although I can't entirely deny that. Chapter 13 has some issues as a 10-year-long cliffhanger, but overall I was fine with it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it was perfect, but I enjoyed it overall. Oh, I did play about half of Xenogears a long time ago. This person played Xenogears, but not Xenoblade. That's quite yeah, that's quite I want to say that's a bit uncommon. That's interesting. All right, well, maybe you can enjoy the playthrough from here and catch up with the VOD later. We're only, as you can see, we're only on Chapter 1, so you haven't missed too much. Honestly, what they did with the original cliffhanger, the beach scene, if you know, you know, was just gold. I didn't like the cliffhanger, which is why I like Chapter 13, I feel. But let's not get into, we're getting way too far ahead of ourselves. Yes. So we'll just take a nice little safe tour. Chapter 1. Okay. So you guys can see here what the barracks interior, it says. We're doing a pseudo speed run, so I don't want to waste too much time here. But like, I just think this space looks nice. It looks like it's like just clean and cozy at the same time. Like it's clean without being sterile and cozy without being messy. That's how it makes me feel. I feel like it's just looks like a nice space to hang out and chill.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really want her to join
Fine by me. I mean...
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that skill. Be Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby.
Lynn, as you can see, Lynn is kind of a mechophile. Ask what a skell is, Kika gaze longly. I'm not gonna join Lynn's club here. I'm just gonna ask what a skell is like a normal person. What's a skell, Lynn?
What? You don't remember what a skell is? That gorgeous exoskeleton that just went by? Basically like the most incredible, awesomest super weapons ever? Lasers, force fields, bipedal and vehicular transformations. Sorry, I get so excited whenever I think about it.
Lynn's obsession scares me. I know, right?
Originally,
it's a little
skulls were
intense.
developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far, so fast, without Skell technology.
Yeah, you guys did some
I'd love to
great
get you
work.
into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only blades are allowed to pilot skells. And even then, you need a license.
Yes,
These aren't
more
toys
bureaucracy.
we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the Mission Control Board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over. I can feel myself getting stronger.
The Fiora voice. Alright, I'm going to pause because I want to talk. Lynn is skellosexual. You said it, not me. Weberman says, I love how they make skells seem hulking and slow, moving with impact on each step, and when you get them, you zoom. I mean, to be fair, they feel kind of slow when you're just walking in them, I think, but yeah, they can move very fast when you do vehicle mode. When thinking about vehicle mode always makes me think about, like, Transformers. Zero says, does she like mecha? Cause I get it. Or mechs, cause I get it. Ooh, are you one of Lynn's people, Zero? You might you might be in for a treat in this game, Zero. Like you probably, if that's you probably want to catch every episode, especially the later episodes, because as you can see, this game is all about mechs. So if you like mechs. Berserker says, is that your created character? She looks impressively similar to your model. Oh yes, thank you for noticing. Yes, I tried to make her look like my model as much as I could. I'm so glad you noticed. I feel like I did a pretty good job. Zooming around your civilians. They can handle it. Well, I was about to talk about spoilers for a second. Okay, I cannot, we're doing a pseudo speedrun, I cannot stand around, I need to get to the mission control board. I forgot where that was for a second because it's been 7 months, but here it is. The Xeno series got me super into mecha, lol, same,
We
Jay.
don't have a dispatch
I
system
feel that.
yet, so blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said
She was just trying to help Lynn.
Hey!
Ari says, you did do a pretty good job. Basically you if you were soldier. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like me if basically I had just shoulder length hair, because once again you can't see from this angle, but my hair is supposed to be very, very long. Not very practical for a soldier, because I'm not I mean, I'm not a soldier. I'm an idle philosopher in real life. We have so far spent 2 hours of our time. That is 0.09%. No, because we're tracking. We're not going by the in-game sort of clock, or the playtime. We're not going by playtime. Like whatever playtime it says on the menu and in the save menu in the game, that's not our countdown. It's the countdown you see here in the top left in OBS. We're tracking elapsed days, not playtime, and so far no days have elapsed since we've entered NLA, since we first saw the 60% counter on the tower. So that timer will be updated to number 1 the first midnight that we reach from now. In game we started around. Oh, I see what you mean now. Yeah, well, we're doing our best here. I mean, if I don't end up reaching my goal, it's not the end of the world. It's not like I'm forced to now nuke all my streams and you know be punished for it. If I fail, I fail. It's just a challenge run. It's just a challenge that I impose on myself, just to make things extra interesting. And I'm gonna try my best. But if I can't do it, then it's not the end of the world. I'll just still try to have fun. Yeah, so I think do we go look at this now? Oh, what am I supposed to do? Oh, I took over here.
Ta-da! The Blade Scout Console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout Console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell blade without team. Sorta. Anyway, awesome, right? So, you're ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
Okay, it's time to go way over here.
Hey.
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine owning your own skell? Oh, right, the tour. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
I recall something I was going to say earlier. So I'm very okay with the idea of not being able to own my own skill right off the bat, because I think it's fair that that's something you have to earn and not just get right away for nothing. So all in due time. I'm in no rush. Well, I guess I'm doing a semi speed run, so I am sort of in a rush, but still, fair is fair. We'll get there eventually.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chosan, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not. Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
Yay! It's chapter 1. That was very easy. Does Blade have some recruitment incentive or why Lynn is pushing so hard? We met like 2 hours ago and we said 5 sentences to her. You've just woken up, so you must be feeling pretty hazy. If you're confused about anything, go check the tips. Well, about Lynn, I think it's kind of just like main character, sort of like the avatar phenomenon, you know? You know how like in every... it feels like in almost every game that has an avatar, like all the other characters are just like inexplicably like in love with your avatar and will shield them. Like people complain about this happening a lot in Fire Emblem. I think it's just one of those things. You're so cool, player. Yeah, exactly. It's always like that. Okay. Save your progress. Yes. You have no discernible personality or character. That means you will slay God in 3 days. Exactly. Are we going back to... Can we... I can't fast travel yet. Okay, I just gotta sprint all the way back to my house. More Blade members means more scales, which means more eye candy for her. Ah, that's a good point. You bring up a good point, Berserker. No wonder she wants me to get a skill. Hey. It's all for her benefit.
Hey.
You know, I think it's actually faster to travel if you just like keep jumping instead of sprinting, but that gives me motion sickness, so I'm not doing that. Oh, Nagi! Why is Nagi already sitting here? That's kind of weird.
Honey, we're home.
Yes.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam? Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for Blade duty with a training assignment. What in the hell are we waiting for? As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for Blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
Look into Nagi's eyes and nod firmly. Yes, you can count on me, Nagi.
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, she can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
I have a job?
Yes,
Does this mean I
Mr.
have a job
Secretary.
now?
With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Lynn probably just broke into the barracks with Garage one day, decided to stay, and no one managed to kick her out yet. Now she just waits for the skills to show
Let's
up.
discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the East Gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Elma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
Install the data probe at the Frontier Nav site and complete your training. So this is story mission chapter 2. This one is not too difficult or time consuming either, but there is more challenge to it involved than chapter 1, which literally just involved walking around and doing no fighting. So I think that we can handle this. Chapter 2, The New Frontier. Okay, so I don't know if I can fast travel yet. Probably not, because it hasn't told me that I can. So I presume that that's still not allowed.
Man, am I glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the West Gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigent activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry
That sounds
indigent
convenient.
butt, huh?
Suggest it was you and Elma. No, we were on the West Gate, right? We were nowhere close to the East Gate, so I don't think we should take credit for this. Suggest it was Irina and Quinn. Yeah, that sounds a bit more likely.
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Irina's team is one of our best.
How does she know Irina and Gwyn?
We ran into them just before we met up with you.
I met them.
They were on
They
their
were
way out to an
nice.
assignment.
Well, then that settles it. It must have been them, right? Man, forget this amateur hour probe baloney. Those guys are where the action's at.
No, you
I'll
have
try
no
not to
idea,
take
Lynn.
that personally. But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger.
So,
that probe isn't gonna install
this
itself.
probe
Let's get to the East Gate,
installation
shall we?
will not be quite as simple as it sounds. There's gonna be a twist. So I wouldn't worry about not having enough action, Lynn. Not gonna lie, the refusal loop is incredibly funny. I haven't seen it, admittedly. I'm the kind of person that always like immediately picks the quote-unquote correct dialogue choices in games. Like I don't want to like piss off the NPCs, even though I know like it's just a game and it doesn't really matter, but I just still feel like in my heart I still feel like it's wrong. Like I don't want to make anyone mad. Okay, Eleanor's advice. This is Eleonora, Blade Support Lead, here to tell you that the segment feature of your map is now available for use. It's displayed on your handle comm device. Okay, I don't think we can still fast travel yet though, so part of me wants to explore NLA right now and to pick up certain things, but I think that, you know, since we don't have fast travel and since we're already here, it makes more sense to just go do this immediately. He just guilt trips us by having Lynn explain the stasis pods to us. It's those life pods. When Elma, a Blade, rescued your friend here from. Emphasis on the word rescued, because if you aren't released, you just sit there frozen in stasis forever. Yes, a very horrifying thought. I'm going the right way, yeah. Just so y'all know, I'll only be streaming for about another hour or so. So we've been going through this slower than I wanted, but that's okay. Dead monkeys! Ah! What happened to them? It's like the scene of a horror. It's like a horror movie. It's a scene of a crime.
What the hell happened?
What could have killed 4 big monkeys? It has to be something even more dangerous than 4 big monkeys.
You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless...
Unless... what?
Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical Simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one Simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigens in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago. But it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid.
Suggest killing the tyrant. Ask what weren't we just told what a tyrant is? I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think we better kill it, just, you know, just to protect everyone else. That seems important.
Whoa there, rookie. We're talking about a tyrant here. Do you even understand what that means?
We should probably explain. Tyrant is our term for any indigenous
Unique monster
that falls outside of our usual threat ranking system. In other words, they're too powerful for us to even measure how dangerous they would be to take on.
And too powerful doesn't always just mean physically strong. If a creature has even a single especially nasty trait, it's classified as a tyrant.
Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all.
Suggest the 3 of you can handle it. Say you can't just leave it so close to LA. Oh, I mean, both of these options are pretty legit, but yeah, like we, like, I mean, yeah, I'm leaning towards this one because this is closer to sort of my my reasoning here, but I'm just gonna stop to read for a moment. So, my Karis and my husband, you two literally had the same brain cell, and it made me laugh. Because I was saying, who was I talking to? I was in a voice chat, I think, in the Library of Alexandria one time. I was telling somebody, am I remembering wrong? Or maybe this was when I was talking to my husband. I was telling him about how in the Little Nightmares collab with Axion, Karis was busy like trying to get as many drinks as he could from the vending machine, and I told my husband, oh, like that's like exactly the kind of thing that you would do. Like try to like you'd stop to like try to get all like the free stuff in a game just for the sake of just of testing it out, seeing how far you can bend the rules. And I'm more like Axion. I'd be the one sitting there like, come on, like let's get a move on. I think you two have something in common. Okay. Jay says, I actually got screwed over on an affinity mission later in the game because a required battle location was right in the path of a high-level tyrant. Well, I'm a little interested to hear which affinity mission that is, and because don't the tyrants change locations? I am not sure I understand exactly how you could get screwed over permanently. Or maybe it wasn't permanently, but nevertheless. Fun fact, Volkampf, which is bad German for full combat, is the only tyrant that cannot be refought. Or at least one of a very small list. I see. Alright, so we're gonna try to protect everyone.
As long as you understand the risks involved. Lynn?
Count me in. The same goes for everyone in New LA, but if we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. Besides, if I need to, I can always run away while it's busy chewing on one of you guys.
Fair enough. But don't push it, okay? Either of you.
Some tyrants have fixed bonds that don't change by time of day, but usually there's a more roundabout path around them. I see.
Moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack.
It was Fogs in Oblivia, but I eventually managed to get it by bolting before the tyrant saw me. Oh, that's good. That's good that you figured it out. Engaging a tyrant is no small task. It's important to equip your best before charging in, so double check all weapons and gear. Well, make sure your arts are ready and leveled up. Okay, that's the first step to becoming a combat master. So it's sort of cueing me in to actually check on my build. I'm at least gonna check out my arts. How many skill points do I have? Only 27. I should do Sliding Slinger, I think. That would be a good one. Or no, how do you... Oh, it's Y to upgrade. Yes! And then... should I do Stream Edge? I think I'll do Shadow Strike. Well, let's welcome the best unique monster OST on the entire franchise. Uncontrollable should play during Volkampf, right? It should, but I don't know. You All Know Our Names is kind of a classic. It's pretty hard to beat. For those who are familiar with the Xenoblade series, which one is your favorite unique monster battle song? Tell me. Should I keep upgrading? Edge. You know what? I'll do it. And then I will also. No, wait. I'm gonna do it for Tia myself. Actually, no, for Tia I'm gonna save my points. And there's a reason for that. But for Lynn, I will go. Yeah, I will do this. I'll do these three. And then I don't know if I should. A tip I've heard is to swap Lynn's armor and Elma's armor, just because of the different boosts that they provide. I don't know if I feel like doing that. I don't know if it really makes that much of a big difference, but I guess that is an option if I really wanted to min-max. I'm gonna save though. Should I change my gear? It's not really like a really... It's not like I probably like... Yeah, I don't really have much at this time. I'm gonna go to Tia's gear. Okay, so I think this is a better knife than what I have currently equipped. So... I don't have any other rifles though. And this... this is a bit stronger, I think. Yeah, this was actually a really crappy armor. No wonder I died earlier. So this is a bit better. It probably would have been more optimal if I had switched to this earlier, but I didn't take a minute to open the menu. So let's equip this. Do we have alternate pants? Oh, wait, this one is a bit better too. Okay, so I'm wearing this now. Jay says, I think Uncontrollable is my favorite, but You Will Know Our Names is a close second. I see, I see. Well, we're... either way, we're about to hear Uncontrollable. Destroying appendages. You can aim your attacks at particular parts of your enemies. Reducing the appendage health gauge to 0 will destroy it. You can change the part you aim at with R+Y or A. Alright. To be frank, defense is minuscule in Xenoblade X. It's all about resistances. Yeah, well, I mean, I know that, but like, this is all the armor we have right now, so, you know, it doesn't hurt, right? Nothing to lose just by changing our clothes to the thing that's like slightly better. This song! So what am I targeting? I can't freaking see. Okay, like, okay.
Shadow strike. Scream edge. I owe you one. Chrome armor. Appreciate it. Fire carnival. Flame grenade. We're up against a big target. Buff up now. Upward hand. Victory man. Not past my balance. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Nice. Move in and I'm so damn.
That was easy. We didn't even have time for the song to get good. Like just...
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
Show interest and launch the probe. Sure. Let's why not take some initiative on this?
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Volcamp the Pursuer. Slain. Worn survival footwear. Okay. So now a new mechanic is installing data probes. So Lau's advice. I'm Lau, a pathfinder. If we're gonna grow Frontier Nav, we need to install more data probes. To plant one, simply approach a vacant Frontier Nav probe site and press A. If you find a good spot, be sure to go ahead and claim it. It's common sense, really. Engaging massive foes. Elma's advice. Now all that's left is to report back to base, but first I'll let you in on a secret. A giant beast like that is usually best engaged with a Skell. Neutralizing a foe like that on foot, especially a tyrant, is pretty risky, so be careful about such things in the future, okay? Got it, Elma. Yes. Okay, so while we're here, I'm gonna read chat. Defense is a flat reduction of damage, so 9 defense. Yeah, I knew that. So basically how it works is that on the armor screen, if you see that the main defense, the big defense number, that's inconsequential because it's let's say if the number is 10, that's just literally 10, literally just the number 10 added onto your defense stat, but then the other numbers below it, the smaller numbers, are all indicate percentages to different sort of elements basically. So if it says 5, that's actually plus 5 percentage, like that's 5% more physical resistance basically. So it's far more useful as sort of the game goes on and damage scales up and everything like that. Berserker says, if 3 low-level Blade members can take down something like that, I can't imagine what sort of thing the skills are necessary for. For one thing, I think it's safe to say that was kind of just a tutorial enemy. But for another thing, let's just say that indigens, aka wildlife, are not the only threat on this planet. You'll see what I mean in Chapter 3 and especially Chapter 4. Weberman says, Xenoblade X is actually very different from Xenoblade 1 in stats in that accuracy is independent of your level. Unlike Xenoblade 1 where being being 10 levels above meant you were almost unhittable. Yeah, I've played Xenoblade 1 as well, so I get what you mean. When I first played the Wii U version, I was a good way through the game before I discovered that you can use R3 or was it L3? I forget to lock onto appendages. Yeah, it's a bit of an obscure mechanic. Lau mentioned. Yes, Lau is he's an interesting character. Weberman, I killed the flying ultrafauna by just making my Skell immune to their attributes and bullying it for an hour. That was funny. That does sound funny, but I don't think we have the luxury of doing that in this particular run. But yeah, that is a thing you can do in this game, just by exploiting resistances. Segment Recon shows the details of the tasks that need to be performed in each segment. Each category is shown with its own icon. If resolving these increases your survey rate. So a lot of the progression in this game is based around exploration and then just finding things in the map or doing certain things in the map to increase your survey rate. And then there are different points in the story that you can only move past once you've achieved a certain survey rate in a certain area. So this game is heavily exploration based, much more, like even more so than the other Xenoblade games, which are more linear in comparison. So yeah, a lot of the gameplay loop or flow of this game is really just like explore more, enough until you do the story, and then you do the story, and then you like explore more. Segment markers, if there's this one is a segment marker. Okay. Maps. Okay. Alright, so there's not much more to see here right now. That's your nav. Oh, so can we set a probe here yet? Or should I wait until I have more probes? Chat, should I wait until I have maybe like a mining probe G1? Or just plant this one right now? Most chapters after chapter 3 have a lock. Yeah, that's how it works. Like I know the requirements for chapter 4 are you have a quest. There's a, I think it's it's the quest about planting probes. I think that one has to be that one has to be done. If you guys send any comments that are like way too cursed, I'm not going to I'm not gonna read them out because I don't want to get bonked. A G1 mining specifically. Okay, by that I assume you mean that I should just leave this for now. So I am going to what do wait what's my, do we just have to go back to, let me check to make sure. Okay, I just have to report back, but I also don't have, oh, can I fast travel already? When could I do that? Blade Concourse, Blade Bear. Can I not fast travel? I can look at the map, but I can't fast travel. Oh, I see. Okay then, I guess I just have to like sprint back.
They've seen us.
I don't have time for this. I'm doing a speed run. Pseudo speed run anyway. Oh, there's some level 36 enemies there. I had better avoid them. Am I even going the right way?
It wouldn't have to be like this.
Maybe I'll fight these.
Adrenaline's rising.
I get lost in 3D games easily, I'm sad to say, so now and then I would appreciate if y'all help me out with navigation. Start of chapter 3 enables skip travel. I see. I figured it was soon. I have way too much useless knowledge about this game. It's not useless. Like, for example, if you could help me make sure I get back in short order, that would be handy. Which way is like the entrance, the actual entrance? Oh, okay, good, I found it. Okay, so I see that we only have 45 minutes left, but I'm going to try to beat chapter 3 before the end of this stream, and then we'll leave chapter 4 to next week. for now, we have to report back in before we get to chapter 3. How do I jump?
Great.
It's right here. Where is he? Oh, he's standing here.
Commander Vandam.
Commander Vandam. There's a Vandam in like in every Xenoblade game. It's usually some military guy with the name Vandam.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
I'm sorry. I just can't. I just can't not be happy when I see that. I'm gonna read the comments before I proceed. By the pace of 3 chapters a stream, you'll be done in 3 streams. Okay, like that's okay. This is the problem with extrapolation without context, because I mean, I'm sure you won't really be surprised to hear this. This is not very surprising, but the later chapters, the more we go on, the later, like the more the chapters get harder and will take longer to complete. So they won't all involve just like literally walking around and doing nothing. They get progressively harder and will take longer. So I don't think that I will continue necessarily doing them at the pace of 3 chapters a stream. That would be a little bit too easy. Hi Axion. You really didn't have to check pop into the stream from your hotel. I really wasn't expecting that, but I'm really flattered. You say logging in from my hotel and probably can't stay long, but just wanted to say good luck to you. Looks like you're doing great at the game so far. Thank you. Of course I'm doing great. I mean, I've played this game before, so that helps out a lot. But don't feel I'm I'm really happy that you made it, but like don't feel pressure to stay. I mean, unless you're just sometimes on trips, you know, you're just like kind of actually waiting around for other people to do stuff and other things to happen. So if you are just actually just waiting around and kind of have nothing to do, then feel free to stay. But don't feel pressured to. Jay says there's been a character whose name starts with Van, even in Xenogears and Xenosaga. Oh, I didn't know that. It's pretty cool. I think it was Vanderkaum or Vanderkauf in Gears and Saga. I see. So, story mission, chapter 2. We did it. Save. Alrighty.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right?
They had a bet over me. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like 2 children excited about a new toy.
Are you talking about me?
Look
I'm
who's
not a
talking.
toy.
I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
I would let Elma make me her toy.
Stick in the rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners?
Why doesn't
anyway?
Elma get slang
I still haven't been
expressions?
introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation.
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Ask about the assignment. Get more info. Yeah, let's ask about divisions. This sounds cool, or at least it was cooler in the original. They kind of nerfed it in definitive edition.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akalov and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty. Protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigene that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale.
This is taking a while, but
including anything.
What do y'all think of these different divisions so far? Tell me your thoughts. I think it's interesting hearing sort of basically the world building.
Frankly, but it's got to be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira and have this place completely figured out, everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? All right, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, outfitters. All of our ground gear and skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join?
All right,
Don't fret
here
about
it is.
Too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
I'm going to take a moment here. Fun fact, some of the characters shown in this introduction, like the monk, were DLC characters in the Japanese version. They were included for free in the West, even on Wii U. Yeah, I heard about that. I assume by monk you're talking about Bose, the racist monk. I'm not recruiting him in this playthrough. Just saying that up front. But yeah, I know that they were just thrown in for free in the localization, which I think is pretty crazy, and I'm not complaining. Characters like Bose and HB, I can't remember them all. I think what's his name? The guy who, I think his name starts with K. It wasn't. No, or no, it wasn't. It was yeah. No, it wasn't K. It was Y. Yilv. Yeah, I think that was it. Yilv. Interceptors forever. I've always liked RPGs with factions. It helps the game's world feel bigger and more genuine. Yeah. It oh, I by the way, I just remembered. I think I missed a comment saying, "So you're an Elma person?" Yeah, that is like the first heart-to-heart with Elma, isn't it? Or it's one of the heart-to-hearts with Elma. Yes, I'm an Elma person. Why not? To be fair, it's less factions, more departments in a company. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, it really opens up the mind. I think it's really interesting to think about. You can change your division whenever you like. It's actually a lie now for the Wii U version, as that requires connecting online. Ooh, I see. Bose could have been left out, IMO. Yeah, I mean, I for one would not have missed him. Yelv. I was okay. You know, you guys gotta give me credit. I was really close. I was only off by one later. It was Yelv, not Yilv. Yelv, HB, Bose, and Alexa. Yeah, those people. Say you're ready to choose a division. Yes. Oh, no, we're not having that explanation again. That was quite enough.
Yeah, and we're on pins and needles here.
So, what do you guys think I'm going to pick? Because it doesn't matter anymore. This is just for flavor. Like back in the Wii U version, which division you picked did have certain side effects. It changed sort of the benefits that you get. In this version, it really is just for flavor. But which one do you think I'm going to pick? So, I will say up front that I've always thought that Harriers have the coolest icon, because it basically it looks like just a really badass unicorn. But I'm not gonna go with Harriers. I think I'm actually gonna pick Mediators, and the reason for that is this. I think that, for one thing, I think that mediators do suit my personality, because it's not that I'm afraid of a good scrap, a good fight, but I do like to help people on a personal level. And I find that in my life, people, I don't know, it's common for people come to me with their problems, asking for advice, and then I find myself helping them and giving advice. My moderator Ed, if you're still in chat, you might be able to attest to that, among maybe a few others. Reclaimers would make most sense for the run through, or reclaiming white whale parts. Would it? I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of here largely to kick ass and take names. Speaking of which, the other reason is that I just, as Elma kind of just mentioned, I kind of just like the idea of someone who is in name supposed to be someone who's, you know, whose job it is to just do things like rescue lost cats from trees and resolve domestic disputes. Like go out on the front lines and fight. Like the idea of that is just really funny to me. Like their job nominally is supposed to do all of that sort of like menial, trivial, like, you know, like weenie stuff, and that, but they're actually just like actually the best fighter in all of Blade. I just like that idea, so that's sort of why I want to pick the mediators. And and it doesn't really matter in this version. It's like, you know, it's not like picking mediators like nerfs or offensive stats or anything like that, because you're not supposed to be a fighter. It's nothing like that. So I'm not a fighter, but yeah, exactly. I will solve this domestic dispute by my calm personality and this gun I got handed 3 hours ago. Now you're making me sound like a cop. I don't know how I feel about that. You'll be assigned to the selected division. Are you sure? Yes, I will be a mediator.
Then it's settled?
Tell Elma it's settled. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure of my choice.
All right. Thank God that's over.
Yeah, you said it,
By
Vandom.
the power invested in me, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
Thank you, everyone.
I know you're gonna do great.
Thank you. It's a privilege. I'm excited to be here. I mean, Blades is the police.
Now for the job. Let's
We're
get
a lot
down
of
to
other
brass
things
tacks.
too, though, aren't we?
Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Chapter 3. Search for the missing party in Primordia. Chapter 3. Builders of a Legacy. Alright. Okay, so now we get to buy things from the shop, and we also get to do a side quest if we want. I think side quests open up at this point, as well as fast travel. Yes, fast travel. Ever wished you could zip straight back to a place you visited? Well, that's why we have fast travel. Okay, we don't need to worry about too much about arms manufacturers right this minute, I don't think. Missions, yeah, side quests, story missions, affinity missions, normal missions, basic missions. It doesn't matter too much right now. Raid reports doesn't really matter too much. So I'm gonna. Should I save? I mean, I guess we just. I'm gonna save. So there's no time to waste because I want to finish this chapter soon. Actually, I can just fast travel at this point, right? So one thing, As you can see, the game's the in-game clock says 1 a.m., which means that midnight has passed, which means that we have passed our first day in this run. So we only have 89 days left. 89 days out of 90. The clock is ticking. And I'm going to fast travel to this site. And yeah, I'm really I wish I had a chance to explore NLA right now. There's some things I want to pick up potentially, but the thing is,
have to be like
no, I'm in a rush. I want to finish chapter 3 before ending the stream, ideally, and I want to finish. I don't want to end the stream too long past 4 o'clock, which is in like 23 minutes. So some big numbers. Am I going the right way? I think I am. I think I'm meant to follow this dirt path essentially. So we'll try our best. This chapter is definitely more takes longer than the previous ones though. It's nothing like running through a field of full of dangerous monsters in the middle of the night. What do you think, guys? Is this the right way? Oh, should I grab that? I feel like I might as well. Oh, but there are some high-level monsters in the water. Can I? If I can't get back on the shore easily, I don't. Nah, I'll do this later. I don't want to waste time. Oh, we have this though. Guys, look. It's poo. It's giant purple poo. And it's valuable. Imagine that. Sounds like they have earth crickets on this planet. Yeah, it's a little jarring, isn't it? Now we go this way. So, I'm gonna level with you. The first time I did like chapter 3, like on my my old file, I actually, this chapter took me so long. It took me so much longer than it should have because I got lost trying to find this area. I got lost like multiple times. It was so bad. So before streaming today, what I did was I actually went back on my old file and I skipped travel to this area just to make sure that like to retrace my steps, just to make sure I knew exactly where I was going. So I planned out the route ahead of time. No. I'm in a rush. Don't bother me. I don't have time for you. Is that a unique monster up there, or just a regular one? Okay, we're here. Rudy made here says hello. Hello, Rudy. Leon says, I assure you, dear player, this poop was certainly almost like a Lifehold. Yep.
Damn. I knew we would have heard from them by now.
It was
What
definitely
happened to
fighting
them?
something. But this damage, it's not the usual claw or bite marks.
No signs of the team. If they were eaten, we'd know it. So did they walk away, or were they taken?
Suggest searching the area. Retreat. No, we have a job here. We need to find out what happened to them. We can't just leave this unsolved. So yes, let's canvass. I say we canvass the area.
Right. Either way, they couldn't have gotten very far. Let's keep looking.
Hold up, Elma. Check this out. I'm picking up an Earth-based IFF signal coming from that direction. It's Pathfinder.
That thing over there, maybe?
It doesn't look natural, does it?
No, it doesn't. It looks like trouble.
And look at this. I'm picking up readings for other life forms too. Multiple signals, moving around inside the structure. Oh my god.
This is bad news. Suggests they must be intelligent life forms. Yeah, I mean, this is sort of the unpleasant truth, but this is what things are pointing to here.
I think you're right. Look at their movements. They're controlled, orderly. They're definitely not wild animals. Now the question is, are they native to Mira? Or are they visitors like us? And if so, from where?
You think it's one of the forces that destroyed Earth?
Let's not jump to any conclusions. It's a big universe out there. Of course, we shouldn't rule it out either.
Should we call this into HQ?
Yes, but not from here. If we're picking up their signals, they might be close enough to intercept ours.
You there! Drop your weapons!
Stay calm. We don't want to provoke them.
Earth aliens!
Ugly!
Surrender
Oh!
now!
They know about Earth? You may have been right after all, Lynn.
Lower your guard and negotiate. Prepare to. They spoke English. Yeah, the most shocking thing of all. They speak English. How do they do that? They're aliens. Lower your guard and negotiate. Prepare to attack. I know that just you know, in general, you're supposed to try diplomacy first with force as the last resort, but as a seasoned RPG player, I know that generally the uglier another character is, the more basically the more hostile and malicious they are, and the more likely it is that diplomacy will just sort of make you kind of naive and stupid and will be a waste on them. So I don't know. What should I pick? Lower your guard and negotiate. Prepare to attack. I guess it is. I mean, if assuming I didn't know, I wasn't already aware of the story of this game, it should be more in the spirit of justice to at least try negotiation and then only try to blow their heads off if that fails.
What are you doing?
It's okay, Lynn. Just stand down. I'm not sure why, but somehow they're able to communicate with us.
Meaning?
Meaning we need to know if diplomacy is a viable option.
Roger that.
We come in peace, and we're willing to negotiate. If you have any Earth alien prisoners,
I love
we'd
the
ask
glowing
the
lines on
conditions for their
Elma's shirt.
release. If you don't, we'll leave you in peace.
No negotiation. No conditions. We have our orders. All Earth aliens must die.
I don't like these orders of yours. I gotta object to this. Before you start getting into scraps with Xenos, let me tell you about a new combat technique called quick cooldown. So press Y while selecting an art on cooldown.
They've seen us! Weaken them!
So
Appreciated.
I guess I could start using that mechanic right now. I could, for example.
Appreciate it.
That's right. Face the wrath of justice. I'm dying. Why am I always dying? That's not fair. Lynn is supposed to be the tank. She's supposed to be drawing aggro. Is she not doing her job? Oh, that helped a little bit.
Watch me lay into it. Slip that hat to hurt. Crippling!
Shadow strike.
Soul hammer!
Nice.
Chrome armor.
Appreciated. Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Yeah, the walk noise is pretty silly, isn't it?
You buff me up. Flame grenade.
Okay, this should tide me over.
Okay, I'm winning. That's what you get.
My cooking got better.
Oh, then leveled up. It's nice. I just realized you've played DE before, right? Yes, I have, Rudy. That's correct. This is my second
Deal with
playthrough.
wanting us all dead anyway.
Yeah, I wonder. They did mention they were following orders.
Yeah, orders not good.
Maybe
Very
someone
ominous.
higher up their chain of command would be willing to negotiate.
Wishful thinking, in my opinion. It would be nice if it were true. He would store more of the auxiliary energy that needed to use like energy chips. Okay. So we gotta run. Because this is 90 days to Lifehold, and because I want to stop streaming. I don't want to stream too long past 4 o'clock. Lots of free treasure around here. I'm gonna help myself to this. Oh, some high-level monsters over there as well. We're not going that way. Sid says, I'm here from the Xenoblade subreddit. Good luck. Thank you so much for coming to my stream. Okay. Oh, and more cutscene? So despite how the game advertises her, Lynn is much more of a DPS than a tank. Is that so?
Lynn, can you give us an approximate location for that IFF signal?
Let's see. Seems to be originating from that building over there.
Then we'd better get moving. There's no time to lose.
In contrast, Elma kind of does all the defensive work due to having Ghost Factory as her signature art. Is that really the case? Okay, time to run. No, I'm gonna save first. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna try to run past the big ostrich mech we just saw in the not so far distance. Hopefully, in my panic, I don't forget which way it is that I'm actually supposed to go. The Frontier Nav site is right here. Let's plant this probe before we go any further. Some dudes! Get him! Wait, I can do the site even without killing them? Look, do you see that? They just vanished by themselves. They just got like deleted from existence by planting the probe. I thought I'd have to fight them before I was allowed to do it. Like, what the hell? They just got removed from existence. What the hell? Well, okay, that works out for me. Okay, so I'm gonna save again, just in case. And then from here, okay, I need to like lock in for a minute just to make sure I don't get lost. Okay, from here, I think I have to make a left. Okay. And then from here, it's across this bridge. We're probably gonna have to fight this bridge keeper, but that's okay. He's by himself. Prone major.
They're off guard. Melee attack. Upper hand.
Oh, and quick recast can be used to instantly boost arts from the normal cooldown, so their second tertiary if used when the art's available. Oh! I'm not even sure I knew of that subtlety in my first playthrough, but I can see situations where that's game.
Flame grenade! Heal me!
Shadow strike.
Slit head!
I'm short on time, so I'm just gonna spam the quick cooldown or whatever new mechanic I just got. Nice, 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 nice. And then from here we can go up this this sort of ramp. All right, there are a bunch of pigs here that we can kill, and we just walk past them. Not that I'm complaining. I'm gonna prioritize time over EXP here, just given the circumstances. Oh, and then these guys. I'm gonna save again. Okay, I think these guys are gonna notice me, so.
They'll get your appreciate it. Flame grenade! Fire carnival! Shadow strike! Assault hammer! Overhand! Shadow strike!
How many guys are attacking me? Is it just these two dudes? This is not good.
Side slash. Shadow strike. Sliding slinger. Shadow strike. Side slash. Upper hand. Heal me.
Uh-oh.
Side slash.
Ah!
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna reload, I think. That's probably for the system. No, can you not reload? Settings. You know what? I'm gonna try getting back there. Probably won't take too long. Setting. Well, settings. Is it in settings? No, it's not. Maybe this time I'll just try running past them. You can, but you have to hop out to the menu. Yeah, that's what I figured, and it's I kind of don't want to do that. So, oh, this time I'll just try running past them. I'll fight the guy on the bridge again, but that was easy. Cause there's just one dude.
Engaging.
We should weaken them just to infuriate! Chrome armor.
I owe you one.
Fire carnival!
Shadow strike.
Flame grenade!
Side slash.
Slit
Upper hand. Sliding slinger. Side slash.
Slit that had to hurt. Cripple it!
Shadow strike.
Assault hammer! Chrome armor.
I owe you one. Sliding slinger.
Okay, nice. Elma leveled up. That's what I like to see. And then. It told me that there was a problem with OBS. Is it okay now? Can you hear me? Ooh, there's high level enemies that way. I don't want to go that way. It died for a second, I think. Seems to have a hitch, but I'm back. Okay, good. It told me that it disconnected just for like half a second. So I'm gonna save just in case, and then let's enter this ominous looking building. Oh no! Oh no! How could they? What happened here?
dead. You killed them all.
Yeah!
Cold
You
blood.
killed them in cold blood.
Fortune did not smile upon
Oh,
them.
shut up, asshole!
Nelson.
You filthy Earth aliens do not belong.
You see what I told you about alien fascists? Now you see!
More fluent than the others. Are you in charge?
I am called Glennar. I command this squad, Earth alien. Now it is time for you to surrender.
Hello, Glennar. I am called Elma, and I command this squad. If this planet is your home, we apologize for intruding. We crash-landed here after our ship was damaged in an attack by unknown adversaries. We were hoping we could negotiate a peaceful settlement in exchange for our friends, but...
Yeah, it's a little late for that.
Peaceful settlement. Your words are wasted on us. All we can promise Earth aliens is a
Fascists!
swift
I told
death.
you. Told you.
Right. We tried. Looks like survival of the fittest it is. Fine then. Seeing as you know we...
Do you guys know what we do to fascists?
I'm guessing there's a good chance we might have...
Holy shit, space fascists! See, I told you! Now you see! You see for yourself. TP, tension points. Tension points are mostly grouped by using audio attacks for special actions. Yeah, we need 3,000 TP to revive an ally. And that's kind of a lot, which is why we haven't been able to do that so far. So, you know, right at this stage of the game when an ally goes down, that's like kind of it for them until the end of the battle. Okay, let's target this dude first. What? How is he? Oh, is he already dead? That's not fair.
Melee attacks! Sliding slinger!
Okay.
Hit harder.
Ugh, this is not good.
Shadow strike! Side flash! Upper hand!
Okay, I'm not gonna win this.
I'm in trouble! Heal me! Shadow strike! This is wearing me down. I'm not gonna make it.
The fascist fashed me. I forgot how to win this fight. Wait, dude, I got teleported all the way back here? No, I'm gonna go to the title screen. We need to become stronger to wreck them. Do I need to level up? Am I under leveled? I'm not sure if I feel under leveled. I forgot how I beat them really in my first file. Oh no, that did not help. Maybe I can upgrade some stuff. 12 and 18. So I could upgrade sliding. Maybe this will help, I don't know. Glennar should be doable at level 8. Maybe build CP outside battle for stream edge. That's a decent idea. Infix taunt with morale. Boost TP. What else? Deals thermal damage, deals weapon infix topple. I think Maybe I'll do Wild Smash. Levels could help, but you'll keep having these problems if you simply default to that. I recommend trying to time your arts in the fight accordingly. See, I'm kind of like bad at things like that, but I'll try my best. Ooh, I think this actually goes with my shirt better. I don't know if there's anything else I can upgrade right now. I guess I could. It is an option to go to the go back to NLA and buy some new equipment, like fast travel, and then buy some stuff. Because I never did that, and then fast travel back. But like, I don't know if I want to spend money either. It's probably not really. I'll need money for other things later, and it's probably. Yeah, I don't know if that's the play here. It's fine. Practice certainly won't make perfect, but it will make progress. That's a good way of putting it. I like that. Why did this guy not see me until I was like right behind his butt?
Upper hand. Chrome armor. Appreciate it. And do some damage. Infuriate! Side slash. Scream edge! Kill me! We can't afford to be sloppy! Flame grenade!
Okay, maybe I should grind it out on these pigs. Oh well, that the decision got made for me. Oh well, it shouldn't really take that long. You care about fashion because Lynn's armor pieces have melee attack up, which element can use for extra damage and scream edge. Well, this game does have fashion armor, right? So that's always something I could do later. After this fight.
Shadow strike. Side slash. Infuriate. Nice. Move in and do some damage. Scream edge. Side slash. Chrome armor. I owe you one. Sliding slinger.
Where are they going?
Get fired up.
Okay, this is taking longer than I would like, and I don't like that. Also, can you level Lynn's yellow arts? Those deal a lot of damage. Oh well, it's a bit late now because I already leveled up something else. Okay, that one died.
Get ready for the next one. Slip that hat to her. Cripple it.
Shadow strike.
Upper hand. Thermal payload. Lay down some cover fire.
Sight.
Yes. Hit him again for me. Trash.
Realistically, you want to try and get everyone's yellow orange arts around level 3 on average for relative consistency. I see. Oh, well, at least Lynn leveled up. Okay, I can't. There was a treasure thing right here. Oh well. More weaklings.
Appreciate it. Side slash.
Flame grenade.
Shadow strike. Upper hand.
Assault hammer.
Scream edge.
Lay down some cover fire.
Target in sight.
I took one out. About to get ready for the next.
Side slash.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh, it's already 7 o'clock in the game. That's like, we're almost at the end of the second day. And I'm just here fighting pigs. But hopefully the boost in TP will be worth it. It's so weird how once in a while he like pulls out his mace and just like, you know, whacks you once. Oh, Tia has, aka me, I have max TP. But I'm also dying, and so is Lynn, and I'm dead, and all my TP disappeared, and that really does not help. Nice, finally.
Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
This is a close one.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Mace for the bugs. Congrats on 50 subs, by the way. I have 50 subs? Oh, nice. I did not notice. You guys can probably notice better than I can, because I'm busy fighting pigs. Oh! So, I don't know if that worked out as well as it could have, because I like wasted all my TP through like just trying to survive basically, but this is treasure, right? Is this not? Is this? Yeah. Why? I'm not really sure what that thing is supposed to be, but it gave me. Oh, I leveled up as well. It gave me some new. What new weapon? A better weapon. Oh yes, a better weapon. Fascists hate when you call them pigs. That is right. Okay. I'm gonna take this shortcut again. Weird detection, classic Xenoblade X.
This can't be good. We should weaken them. Chrome armor.
Appreciate it.
But not out.
My adrenaline's
Why is Lynn already so dead? This is not bode well. Okay, one's dead, right? One's dead. Okay.
I won't leave you a second to breathe. Infuriate!
Side splash. Shadow strike.
Kill me! We can't afford to be sloppy!
Appreciate it. Shadow strike.
Whack! Think harder!
Nice. Now he's all that's left.
Scream edge. Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Infuriate! Fire carnival! Great! Let's be smart about it. Use an aura! Flame grenade! Oh god!
Oh no! I'm so close. I'm so close.
Okay, this should tide me over. Side slash. Sliding slinger. Sliding slinger. Sliding, get in close. Upper hand. Shadow strike.
I actually did it. I was worried there for a minute. With that, we're basically done with chapter 3. So yeah.
I don't get it.
That was close.
Why
Yeah,
would they
nice
be
job.
so
Thank
bent on
you.
Killing all humans.
You did it. Yes, I did.
Whatever the reason, this is dire news. We should let the others know ASAP. Let's call it in and head back to HQ for a full debrief.
Roger that. And here I just started to hope we'd finally escaped all this.
Escape! Yes, escape! Tatsu also want escape! Friends! Friends, don't leave Tatsu trapped!
Do you guys know what a Nopon is?
More Xenos? What should we do?
Stay back, Link. What do you think, Rook?
Open the crate. Suggest leaving the crate as is. Well, we should go now. We should do the right thing and open the crate. Favorite turnip incoming? Potato? Yeah, you guys know all about what this is about. My baby. Oh, someone here is a Tatsu fan.
Finally! Dance of freedom! Tatsu thanks you!
Interesting. One of the vegetables is sentient.
A talking potato? I wonder if it tastes different too. I know what we're having for dinner tonight. You don't know it yet, new girl, but I'm a pretty mean cook.
You are mean! Mean and cruel! Tatsu definitely not potato.
Tatsu, everyone.
Tatsu explained this to dumb and smelly Prone when they take Tatsu, but Prone not listen! Prone never listen. On Nopon rude day, Prone first set sticky feet on Mira. Especially Tatsu. Tatsu witnessed Prone abuse firsthand. At this rate, entire Nopon race in danger. Yes, Nopon are endangered species. So really, friends
Wow,
have
food
social
joke.
responsibility.
There'll be plenty more to come.
Uh-huh. What do you think, Elma? Bake or fry?
Wait a minute. The beings who captured you, big brutes in armor, little pointy ears?
Yes, Prone!
And they're a more recent arrival here, is that right? They're not native to this planet?
Not native, recent. If friends want more details, friends must promise to protect Tatsu. Only then will Tatsu talk.
Right. Elma, you hold him. I'll pee.
Tatsu will talk! Tatsu will talk! Friends not get Nopon's sense of humor is all.
So if I understand correctly, this is your homeworld. The Nopon people are native to Mira. And then just recently, the Prone show up and quickly hunt you to the edge of extinction. Is that right?
Not just Prone. Prone and their nasty, evil buddies. Lots and lots of them.
Their buddies? You mean other alien races?
Other hungry alien races. They all gang up on Nopon. They do horrible, terrible things to Nopon. Someday, Tatsu will turn tables and eat them for a change.
Show Tatsu you mean him no harm. Stare hungrily at Tatsu. I'll reassure him.
Then
I can't believe this turnip also speaks English. I know, right? What a world.
Happy day. It's settled then. In return, Tatsu will accompany friends back to their village.
What do you think? Take him with us?
He seems harmless enough. And
For anyone who doesn't
source
know,
of information
Nopon
on Mira,
are a recurring species
All
in
right.
the Xenoblade
We can
series.
debrief him when we report to Commander Vander. As long as he passes the quarantine scan, we can bring him back to New LA.
Right. Let's get that out of the way. All clear.
Then Tatsu can join friends? Dance of joy! New friends are friendliest friends ever! I know!
His little
Tatsu
dance.
has special thank you gift for friends for saving Tatsu's life.
Oh?
Tatsu will lend it to
What is
friends
it?
for
Let's
free.
hear it.
Lend? It's not a gift if you don't give it.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
Give it away? For always? For free? This would be insulting to friends and to Tatsu. No Nopon merchant worth his salt and pepper could do such a thing. Tatsu is grateful, but Tatsu not insane.
What? It's insane to think if someone saves your life, you might actually show them some real... And...
They are definitely also avatars of the gods, for real. There's no liar, no pun or angels. Gonna have to press X to doubt on that one. Fluffy angels. You sound like you might be biased. Tell Tatsu there's got to be a better way. Yeah, I'll agree with him. We're kind of in a rush here.
Way. Friends, this is your lucky day. Presenting Follow Ball.
No pun arch sage. I don't think there's a no pun arch sage in this game. Wait, actually there might be in the side quest though.
If friends get lost out in wild, friends just follow Ball of Light to safety. And now it's yours for free to borrow.
Yes, to borrow for free.
Really? Follow Ball? That's the best name you could come up with for your super special thing?
Meh, meh, meh. What would friend prefer? Fancy name no one understands so friend can feel smart? Now, time for No Pun Dance of Generosity.
That looks the same as your previous dances. There's actually like 5 and they debate politics and mac the crap out of each other in this game. I think I recall the side quest you're talking about actually. I think I've done that side quest, but I'm just fuzzy because it's been a while. Berserker, I am disturbed by his furry back arms. you better get used to it because Tatsu's not going away, and there are specimens like him in every Xenoblade game. Okay, so I don't need to use the follow ball right now. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to just fast travel back to base, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do because we're short on time. But before, maybe I'm just gonna check inside again to see that like if there's any treasure I can loot while I'm already here. I don't remember if there is, but there might be. Alien container. No, this one's locked. That's not helpful to us right now. Okay, map, and then Blade Barracks. I think that's where we have to go. How can you insult no pun dance culture? What culture? They have one dance. You call that a culture? Are any of the chair people still in chat? By the way, the Karis' fans. I don't know if you started to stream yet.
Damn, losing Nelson's team is.
How are you keeping track of in-game days? Oh, with the counter in the upper left in OBS.
On this rock is even worse.
This is no fun racism in the stream.
They made it clear they want all humans dead.
Has another day? I think it's
for all we know,
it's daytime, so it's like day 2, right? We're on day 2. I think so.
Wonderful.
They have both cultures and both are about money. I won't argue with that.
Just one last thing. What the bloody hell is this dancing turnip doing here?
He's actually a potato.
Tatsu not turnip or potato. For last time, Tatsu is not food. Now, on behalf of Planet Mira, Tatsu welcome all Earth people and offer a friendly treaty of friendship.
Yeah, right. Anyway, we were thinking he could be a good source of general intel about the planet. Exactly how useful that'll be remains to be seen.
Oh, don't you worry about a thing. Friend's totally safe now that Tatsu is in town. Tatsu watch over and protect friends, especially weak, pathetic Linley with her thin, bony wings.
You mean my arms? Look who's talking. And who said anything about you coming with us? You can stay here, you greedy, annoying little cabbage. I'm sure there's a salad here that could use you.
Lynn acting her age.
Tatsu stay here? Friends would leave Tatsu behind?
It's for the best. You said yourself your people are endangered, and the Xenos that captured you might still be out there. You'll be safest here in the city.
Agreed.
Tatsu not agreed? Friends will want Tatsu along. Friends need Tatsu along.
How so?
What? Well, that, of course. This plan have many helpful Nopon that Tatsu can talk to. Other Nopon can share information for friends.
That might be useful.
That right. Most Nopon not like Tatsu. Nopon can be shy. Nopon can be difficult. Most Nopon never trust friends or even talk to friends. But Tatsu? Nopon love Tatsu. Tatsu use smooth talk.
Tatsu, if they all speak English, you won't be that helpful. That's a good point.
The tater tot has a point.
Does he, Van Hem?
More like an ulterior motive, if you ask me.
Tatsu perish the thought. Tatsu intentions are pure, Linley. Pure as snow. Linley intimidated by Tatsu's strength and smarts. But do not worry, Tatsu is true friend.
Strength and smarts, huh? That's really not what I'm worried about here.
All right, then it's settled. Small Fry here will accompany you three out in the field. After all, we can use all the info we can get.
Seriously? We have to babysit this thing?
You're the ones who picked him up. Besides, would you really want to leave him with another team?
Maybe not. Unless we were invited to the meal, I mean.
See? Already getting along like peas and carrots. He can be your charge, Lynn.
Lynn gets to be his babysitter.
That's not funny! I've got my hands full out there! This is so unfair. Back me up here, would you, Elma?
I'm sure Elma has no objections.
Right. As you say, Commander.
Done and done. Welcome to Blade, Tater. We'll be counting on you.
Tatsu's a Blade member now too. That makes me feel less special. I'm not gonna lie.
One thing Tatsu forgot to mention.
Not sure how I
Nopon
feel
are
about that one.
pacifists, So friends need to defend Tatsu, keep extra super safe in any battle.
Riku and Manana would beg to differ with that, and Riki.
Why am I not surprised? So much for him watching over and protecting us.
They're just handing out Blade membership now. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Story mission complete! Yay! So we finally finished chapter 3. Well, I say finally. It didn't actually take that long. It was much faster than in my first file. Really, I'd say it only took about an hour. So it's not too long. It's just only long in the context that, like, ideally I wanted to end it stream. I wanted to end stream 30 minutes ago, and it just took a bit longer than I thought. Wait. You know what I should have done during chapter 3? Ideally, that I forgot about. I should have explored Primordia a little more. That would have made for a more optimal route in the context of the whole speedrun. I just forgot because I wanted to end stream early. Hopefully it won't make too much of a difference in the long run.
Hang of things?
Show confidence, nod. Yes, I'm going to show confidence. You have nothing to worry about, Elma.
Of course you are. You've taken to it like a fish to water. Just like Elma and the commander said you would.
Just the same, let's review the key points, and I can fill in some extra details. Blade's top priority right now is to secure missing pieces of the Lifehold. You remember that much. Countless people are frozen in the Lifehold. It's the key to restoring humanity. Up until we ran into the Prone, our biggest concern was that wild indigents would stumble on the Lifehold and damage it somehow. But now there's a more pressing threat, intelligent alien races who are intentionally trying to destroy us. So, our search has new urgency. We need to find and retrieve all of the Lifehold ASAP.
And the best way to do that is by expanding the reach of Frontier Nav. The more probes we can install, the wider we can scan, and the faster we can find bits of the Lifehold.
So our primary focus going forward should be to travel around Mira installing data probes. As many as we can, as fast as we can. I can't stress enough how important this is. You still with me?
You bet, Elma. Sure, Elma, you understand. Yes, I understand, alright.
Good. Then let's move on to the other pressing threat that Blade has to deal with. Hostile indigens. There's no real delicate way to put this. Any wildlife that poses a clear threat must be eliminated. The Lifehold is our future, but we can't ignore the present. We still have our duty to keep New LA safe. And sometimes that duty requires enacting coordinated strikes to solve problems before they can do real harm.
We're the newcomers here, it's true. And they're usually just out to defend their territory. But sometimes it really is them or us. And we have to make sure it's us. Don't get me wrong. It's not like we run out there and light up anything that moves. Only Blade HQ can choose targets. And they tend to keep them strictly to creatures that pose a significant threat to our survival.
In order to contribute to this cause, operatives are asked to form into squads to take on special missions. These squad missions, as we call them, don't get posted to mission control like your other, more typical assignments. Rather, HQ transmits the details directly to all of us at the same time. Basically, they want as many people to know about them ASAP, so they can be taken care of ASAP.
I'm sure you can imagine, but these missions aren't your run-of-the-mill fetch quests. It's not the kind of stuff just one or two blades can handle on their own.
I will stay
That's why squads can have as many as 32 members.
And it's why we ask members to sign up to a squad beforehand. We can't have blades playing musical chairs whenever this kind of emergency hits us. But just remember, squad missions are not mandatory. You don't have to drop everything you're doing just to take one on. HQ has no way of knowing what every blade is up to when these missions arise. If you're busy with something else, they'll understand. They need to trust our collective judgment with these things, and, well, so far so good.
And I think that about covers the basics, right?
Search for the missing pieces of the Lifehold. Install data probes to expand Frontier Nav. And take on squad missions when you can to keep us safe. Got all that?
Shall I? Yes, I understand, Elma.
Good. We're counting on you.
And briefing adjourned. Thank God.
I like that song. That's just like a vocal arrangement of Theme X, the main theme.
All right, well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it?
Yeah, let's call it a night.
Oh, Tatsu's so excited to sleep in real bed. Lily can show Tatsu to his room now.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Your room is right over there.
Oh, it looked
You're activating your British, like your character voice. Yes, I'm trying. I'm certainly trying.
that refrigerator.
I only talk like that when I'm trying to like say something,
I guess you are
make my character
smart.
talk. Basically, I'm not gonna read everything in British.
Well, Tatsu don't want to brag, but wait a minute. Tatsu see what Lily did there.
I assume that's supposed to say, Tatsu, how do you not know what the fridge is? I guess Nopon don't eat anything refrigerated. They just eat all their food fresh. Advancing story missions allows your blade adventure begins. Main story missions can be undertaken via the blade barracks, but remember they come with specific requirements like level and survey rate. Good luck, we're counting on you to find pieces of the Lifehold. Okay. Once you hit class rank 10, you might want to think about changing classes. We're not rank 10 yet, though I don't think so. That's for later. You're a blade now. That implies great responsibility, but also great freedom. And although some assignments require specific party members, who you take with you into battle is generally up to you. Naturally, you can call them Lynn or myself anytime you like to. Well, thank you so much, Elma. Right. So I think I saw a comment about checking my survey rate before I end the stream, so I suppose I'll do that now. Affinity. I am probably not going to play online during this playthrough. I'm going to play offline. I'm going to hide it. Yay! Oh, and that, yeah, now we can put Irina and Gwyn into the party. Oh, and Doug! So for now... yeah, for now I'm going to take Elma and Lynn. And... I'm gonna take Gwyn, I think. Oh, yes. Safe. Tatu recognizing technology he never used. So he knows what a fridge is, and then he should. Yeah, so that is weird. So I wasn't paying full attention to his line. Irina's probably best for a speed run. You think so? She has last stand after all. I do know I need to guys, look at this monstrosity. Look at it. Look at it. Look. Okay, I do know I need to raise Gwyn's affinity at some point for the main story. But maybe that can wait till later. Wow, I feel really underleveled compared to these other characters. Like, I don't know. I'll stick with Gwyn for now because that's what my gut is telling me. Anyway, so I've just saved, so I think that brings us to the end of the stream. Xenoblade character model check. I love it. Yeah. It's so weird. And survey rate. Segments. Frontier nav. So Mira as a whole, I've only surveyed 0.45%, but Primoria, I've done 3.41%, and that's not a lot. I believe I need to have surveyed 15% in order to officially unlock Chapter 4. We've only done 3%, and that's not very good. So next time, I mean, I'm gonna have to go around and try to unlock some of these points. Maybe before next week, I'll look in advance to see sort of the most optimal way to hit these up. But yeah, ideally, maybe I could have done some of these while I was like on my way to here doing Chapter 3, but I kind of booked it. So yeah. But anyway, this is the end of the stream for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I saw a lot of new names today. Probably a lot of you either came from UMN or the Xenoblade Chronicles subreddit. Both are places where I shared my stream. And if so, thank you so much for watching me today. I will be continuing this playthrough next week. The next episode will be on either Wednesday or Thursday. Please stay tuned and keep an eye out to see exactly which day it is. Either way, it will be at 1 p.m. Just the same time as today. And yeah, I think now I'm just gonna head out and maybe like have a snack or something like that. It was interesting. First time seeing... Tara says, it was interesting. First time seeing Xenoblade. Have a good night. It's 4 p.m. for me, so maybe I'll just take a quick break and then maybe I'll see what Karis is streaming. I assume he's already started streaming because Zero and Ari vanished. So although you're still here, Tara, I guess you really wanted to see, maybe just really wanted to see the end of Xenoblade of chapter 3, which I really appreciate. But yeah, my next stream is going to be on Monday. It's going to be a chatting stream, so hopefully I'll see some of you there. But otherwise, once again, thank you so much for watching. This was Faire channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.